Welcome to an episode of the Empowered Immigrant Live. I, I am your host, Otis Landerholm, and I am happy to be here with you today. I'm really grateful to be here with you. I'm filming this. It's the 29th of December of 2022. This is my last video recording for the year. And I'm not going to talk about immigration law today. I'm going to talk about something completely different. And I hope that's okay with everybody. Not sure if people will appreciate it or like it or whatever. Anyway, I'll get into it. What I want to talk about today is how to plan for a really outstanding 2023. Okay? How do we plan for a really outstanding 2023? And I want to walk through the method that I use to plan things out. And yes, I am an immigration lawyer. Yes, I believe in the freedom of movement. Yes, I believe that immigrants are awesome and that as a society we should be welcoming immigrants and we should fight for people's rights to travel and explore and things like that. When I was traveling throughout the world, it changed my life, right? And so, yes, that is all true. But at the same time, everybody, you got to know it, right? I am a business owner, all right? I am a businessman. And I never expected, never in a million years as a child did I expect to be a business owner, right? Or to own my own law firm. This was not part of my childhood. I wouldn't have expected this ever in my as I was growing up. And yet, as I stand here today, I love it. I love owning my own business. I love being a business owner. I'm like the luckiest guy on earth. And I get to own a business that fights for immigrants. And it's like those are two things that I hit the jackpot. All right, I hit the jackpot. I'm like doing something that I believe in, doing something that I very much enjoy, doing something that it's like I'm pushing the world, the country, to open its policy, to change its thinking, and to value immigrants rather than exclude them, right? And that is something that is very much near and dear to my heart, all right? And so welcome, and thank you for being here. And I want to walk you through a process that I go through, and I go through it as a business owner as to how we can plan out the future and take action to improve the things that we're doing so that everything in our lives runs better. And what I want to share with you today is how to plan for a really outstanding 2023. We're not talking about immigration law. We're talking about how to plan to make our lives run better, to make our businesses run better, to make whatever we're up to running better. And so thank you for being here. Remember, at the Empowered Immigrant Live, we're here to train, teach, inspire, and empower immigrants to make the most out of immigration laws and to make the most out of their lives. And so that's what we're all about. Today our theme is 2023 planning. And so, if you have, so just watch this, stick with me, all right? And at the end of this, of course, if you have questions about your immigration case, if 2023 is your year to fix your immigration status, if you need help or have questions about your immigration situation, hey, we'd love to help you with that. My firm's on a mission to win 10,000 immigration cases in the next 10 years. We'd love for your case to be one of them, and we'd love to help you with your situation, okay? And so I'm going to get right into it, and this is going to be tell me what you think. Tell me what you think, okay? So how to create your annual plan, how to create your plan for a better 2023, all right? And let me ask you, have you ever taken time to create an annual plan? Have you? I never did. I never did for years and years and years. And then one day, a coach who I had hired to like, hey, help me run this thing, help me figure out what I'm not doing, asked me, hey, where's your annual plan? And I'm like, what annual plan? And they're like, okay, well, that's the first step, right? That's the first step. That's part of the problem. You don't have an annual plan. If you don't have a plan, you can pretty much guarantee more or less what your results are. Okay? And so, like, have you ever taken time to create a plan for yourself? I do this every year and every quarter, which means every 3 months, right? I do this every year for the year, and then I do it every 3 months also, okay? And I want to share with you what I do, okay? And so that's what I'm going to do today. I've never done this live before. Hope this is well received. Let me know. Give me your comments or whatever if this is useful for you. Give me your comments also if this is not useful for you. Heck, it's good for me to know that. So I want to share with you what I do. Now, I did not make this up. This is not rocket science. This is simple. But the key is having the discipline to do it. So you ready? I'm going to walk you through it. All right? First of all, clear your head. Go to a quiet place. Get out a piece of paper and think. All right? Step one. All right? Step one. Now, I'm assuming if watch this. If you're not in a place where you can do this right now, watch it later, right? Clear your head, go to a quiet place, get out a piece of paper, and think. And now we'll start step one of this process. Don't do this process when you're like, doing a million other things. Okay? Your life matters. Really give yourself some time to do this. So step one, what is it? Make a list of the big areas of your life that matter the most to you. Okay? It's typically 5 to 7 areas of your life. All right? Maybe health, money or finances, wealth, whatever you want to call that, love, relationships, happiness, immigration status might be one of those areas. Your education might be one of those areas. Career or professional goals might be one of those areas. Like, what are the big areas for you that matter to you? Okay? You'll notice that if you do it, like, don't create 30 areas. It should be, like, no more than 7. And you'll notice that each of these, like, big areas affects the other. Okay? It's all, like, interdependent. It's a holistic list we're creating. All right? And so, Hari Kumar, I see you there. Hello. All right? Thank you for shouting out. And Andre, hello. And Mario, hello. And By the Bay, hello. Great to see you all here on Instagram. Thanks to everybody who's joining. All right? So what I'm doing, if you're just walking in right now, I'm sharing with you. I'm not talking about immigration law today. It's the last episode that I'm doing of 2022, and I'm walking you through how do I create an annual plan to make 2023 the best year ever. Okay, and I'm just walking you through how I do it. I invite you to give it a shot, give it a try. So your first step is to make a list of the big areas of your life, all right? Aristotle, if you want to go back to the ancient philosophers, talk about the big 4 pillars of the good life: health, wealth, love, happiness. Health, wealth, money, love, relationships, happiness. If you at least have those big 4, that's a great place to start. But if you have some others, maybe you have goals, maybe your career, right? It's sort of part of the wealth conversation, but maybe there's professional goals that you have also, right? Or maybe your immigration status is a key area for you, or maybe your education. I mean, there could be a lot of other things that you want to focus your energy on. And so whatever that is, make the list. All right, that's step one. Got it? All right, we're doing great. We're doing great. And I really recommend, give it 5 minutes just to do that. Like, think about it. What are the key areas of your life? Don't spend 20 minutes on it. Spend 5 minutes. What are they? Okay? All right, so now we're going to do step 2. Step 2 says, and step 2 for me is like, okay, now ask yourself the question. You've got these 5 to 7 areas of your life. Now ask yourself the question. On a scale of 1 to 10, how satisfied are you in each of those areas? Okay, how satisfied are you? Right? Like for me, health, for example, on a scale of 1 to 10, how satisfied am I with my physical health? All right? Well, to be 100% honest, right here, right now, today, I would give myself a 6 out of 10. Now, you might be surprised, it's like I'm in good shape or whatever, right? Yeah, that's true. I went for my jog this morning, all right? I drank my green smoothie, as I always do, this morning. I am in good shape. But you know something? I also drank 2 cups of coffee. I also ate 2 giant cookies just because they were here. It's the holidays. You should see how many cookies and chocolates and stuff like that we've received from clients and people, and I appreciate all that for sure. But at the same time, it's like, okay, I need to not just eat stuff because it's there. I need to be more disciplined about that. So for me, my health habits actually are off a little bit. All right, and it's not a 1, it's not horrible, right? But it's not where I want it to be right now. All right, I've signed up for a triathlon in June, the Escape from Alcatraz triathlon, which is not going to be easy. And in between now and June, I've got to like whip myself into shape. All right, and so that's something that I've committed to. So anyway, today I'd give myself a 6. So my request and my challenge to each of you is like take a moment and be serious and be honest with yourself in each of the areas of your life. Like how satisfied are you in each of the areas of your life? Right here, right now. Just assess where you are at. All right? And my recommendation for step 2 is to say, on a scale of 1 to 10, how satisfied are you in each of the areas? And you can start to see right away, hey, maybe you're really satisfied in the area of health, but maybe you're less satisfied in the area of money, or vice versa. Maybe you're really satisfied in the area of your career, but less satisfied in the area of your relationships, or maybe your marriage is falling apart, but you've been spending all your time in the office, so your career's happy, but your relationship isn't. That's some of these things are very common. All right? But if you look at them, and if you have the courage to take some time and really look at them, you can start to get a sense of, okay, this is how you're feeling about your life. Yeah? And then you can start to see, hey, maybe there's some actions that could be done. Anyway, step 2, rate each of the areas. How satisfied are you in each of them? All right? So thanks, everybody who's joining in right now. 007, hello, welcome. Luis, hello, welcome. Hari Kumar, I see your comments there. I love it. Thank you so much. All right, thank you so much for what you're saying. Everybody, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. I'm Otis Landerholm. And right now, I'm telling you how I plan for an outstanding 2023. All right? And just to get you up to speed, step 1, what are the big areas of your life? Step 2, rate each of those areas. Health, wealth, love, happiness, career, immigration, education, whatever they are for you. Rate yourself in each of those areas on a scale of 1 to 10. How satisfied are you? Okay? Step 3 then is where we're at. Okay? Now that you have clarity now that you have clarity about where you are today, right now, the next step is to really think about what it would look like for you to be a 10 in each area. What is the ideal scene for you in each area, right? Like, does a 10 in the area of finance or money for you mean that you want to be a billionaire and drive around in Ferraris and own your own helicopter? Like, is that really what a 10 looks like for you? That's not my definition of a 10, but it might be somebody's. All right? It might be somebody's. So, whatever the definition of the ideal thing in that area looks like for you, take a moment and like write it down. Get clear about where you want to be. What does where you want to be really look like? So many people on planet Earth go around maybe complaining about where they are, but never really examining, okay, where do they really want to be? You know, maybe people have envy of people who are, I don't know, doing things that they're not doing, or what, I don't know, driving the fancy car or whatever, but they're not really examining. A lot of people don't take the time to really examine, hey, what would it look like for me to live the life I want to be living? I encourage you to take a moment and really think about that. Like for financial, just talking about finances, you know, would the ideal mean that you own your own home free and clear? You know? Or maybe one level up from that, maybe you own your home free and clear, and maybe you own 2 or 3 other homes free and clear, and are renting those homes out so that you can live on the income of the other properties that you have that you're renting out. Maybe that's your ideal scene, right? Or if you're like me, right? Does it mean that you want to grow a seriously awesome business? All right, that creates an impact on your community for the better. That's what I'm out to do. All right? It's like take a few moments, describe in words what does a 10 look like for you? That's step 3. Got it? Okay, I hope this is helpful. I hope this is useful. Okay. So there we are. Okay, there's step 3. We're going through it. There's 6 steps total. Right now we're at halfway. So I'm going to move on. All right, is everybody with me? I hope so. All right, step 4 is the step about possibility. Now it's like, okay, you got to believe that 10, whatever you've written down, whatever the ideal scene is, you've got to believe it's possible. You've got to believe it's possible. This is a question of faith. This is a question of like if it weren't possible, why'd you write it down? Okay? This is a question of believing in yourself. So you got to believe it's possible. So what actions could you do? Now it's the question, possibility. What actions could you do that would make a difference for you in each of those areas that might take you in the direction of the ideal scene? Like, list out the possible actions. Hey, I could call this person and ask whether he would meet me for lunch or coffee so that I could ask him some questions about how he grew his business. Hey, I could go to the library and check out a book for free on this particular topic, and I could read it and get like a wealth of knowledge from doing that. Hey, I could watch a video on YouTube that's free on this particular topic once a day, every morning before I do anything else. Yeah? Hey, I could get up 15 minutes earlier and I could get some exercise in every single day. Hey, I could clean out my cabinets at home and get all the junk food out of my sight so that I'm not tempted to eat like unhealthy food on a regular basis. Hey, I could spend, $70 and go buy a new pair of great running shoes so that I'm ready to run. Whatever it is in the area of your life that matters to you, in each area of your life that matters to you, what actions could possibly be taken? Could you possibly do that might possibly move you closer to the life that you want to live? That's step 4. Okay, just brainstorm. It's a brainstorming session. What could you do? Open your mind. What could you do? In every one of those areas, there's somebody out there that's already done it and achieved it, right? Get some knowledge. Find those people. Ask them how'd they do it. Read their books. Learn how they did it. Watch their videos. Learn how they did it, right? Step 5, all right, is everybody with me? I hope this is, I hope people are having fun. I'm having fun. Step 5 is resource allocation. Time to commit, everybody. Okay? It's like spend some time. Step 5 is the most fun, where we're at right now. Spend some time. We've all got 2 resources, whether we know it or not, whether we like it or not. We've all got 2 of them. What are they? Time and money. Time and money. Those are the real resources. Okay? So pull out that 2023 calendar. Where's your time going? Time matters. What time are you going to dedicate to each area? Especially the areas where you rated yourself the lowest. What money are you going to dedicate to each area? Right? If your money is scarce, focus your time on why that is. Right? Like, focus some time on, hey, let's evaluate this. Where did our money go in 2022? What's our income coming in? What are our expenses going out? What could we do to increase income, decrease expenses, and accomplish our goals? It's like you can spend time on that. You can read books on that. You can study about that, right? If time is scarce, which it is for everybody, by the way, the key about time is to become more disciplined. All right? Become more disciplined about how you use your valuable time. Did you really need to take that call? Did you really need to watch that program? Did you really need to, I don't know. I mean, I'll tell you, my wife and I, we don't have a TV in our house for this reason. We don't subscribe to Netflix or Hulu or, Amazon Prime's TV stuff or any of that stuff, because all of that stuff has a time cost that I'm not willing to spend. All right? There's a money cost to it, which for me is nothing. It's the time cost that's like, no way. My time is way too valuable for that stuff. All right? Think about going to a movie. I used to watch movies. I used to watch 2-3 movies a day. I would when I was a kid. I loved watching movies. Not going to lie. All right? I've seen every Star Wars movie when I was a kid, right? I watched every Star Wars movie, I don't know, probably 100 times each. The originals, at least. Right? But now it's like I view my own time as worth approximately $500 an hour to my organization. And so it's like the cost of any movie is $1,000 to me. It's like if that's worth $1,000, I'll watch it. Otherwise, it's not a valuable use of my time. Let me spend my time doing something else. Like, anyway, if time is scarce for you, be more disciplined about how you use your valuable time. Your time is your life. For me, the most valuable time is time spent with my kids. All right? I love them. All right? It's time with my wife. I love my wife. All right? Time with my business. I love my business. Right? Like, what are you spending your time on? And let me tell you, if you don't love your job, what the heck are you doing spending your time there? Something to think about. Okay? My goal is that you have and you create an awesome 2023. I challenge you to take that on. Take an honest look at all this stuff. Okay? Step 6, this is the final step where the rubber meets the road. If you've now committed time and money to accomplishing what you want to accomplish, now it's time to take action. All right? Take action and track your results. If you did this, I shouldn't say if, when you do this, when you take action on every area of your life that matters to you, your life can be radically different in just a month. I know because I have done that turnaround in just a month in several areas of my life. All right? And if you take it seriously, you can really make a huge difference in 1 year. Okay? And it's up to you. Like, what's your life worth to you? You know? I'm an immigration lawyer, but this is not just your immigration case. This is everything. All right? Like, why even bother doing immigration law? It's to help people achieve the life they want to achieve. Right? Like immigration cases, they actually do touch everything, every other area of life. Money, wealth, happiness, safety, security, well-being, mental health, right? It touches everything. Every other area that matters to you also touches everything. So take your life on and go for it. All right? Best of luck. Thank you all so much for being here. I hope this was useful. I hope you got something out of it. I hope it was helpful. I don't really have time to answer other specific questions. I'm sorry about that. All right? I will answer other specific questions at some point in the future. But really, thank you for being here with me. I really appreciate it. If this was useful, hey, subscribe to our channel, give us a thumbs up, click that notifications bell in YouTube. You can see other updates and news. If you have an immigration case, please give us a call. We're here to help. We'd love to help. Okay? And I wish you the very, very best for yourself, for your family, for your life, for your future. Take time, make your plan so that 2023 is the best year you've ever had. You can do that, and I hope you do. Thanks a lot. I'm Otis Landerholm, Landerholm Immigration A.P.C., where we fight for your American dream. Take care, everybody. Hari Kumar, great to see you. All right, everybody on Instagram, great to see you all. All right, thanks.